search how to form a level gravel pad on YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
Okay, so here's the back drive coming back, and then it kind of opens up. There's still some trees there, so I'm kind of starting to try to figure out where I want the shed. I have some orange placement flags, kind of where I thought like the front would be, somewhere, move it up about 10 foot, so that in the back that I don't have to deal with some of this sloping land and trying to get in some fill dirt. I'm trying to get the most level start I can, so it might have to move it up. So what I decided to go with is a gravel base, and I think so my shed's going to be 24 by 35, and I'm going to probably do an extra foot or so of gravel around each of it, so about 26 by 37 squared. And I'm gonna use, I think what I've seen on YouTube is number 57 gravel that I can pack in, and that it still allows drainage. All right, so I went back there already, showed you a little bit of the site. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Mini X back there. Check the gas real quick. Was just a couple passes with the blade down. I guess it moved some of the topsoil and kind of busted up some of this vegetation, some of these weeds that are growing up here, and I was able to dump it back there. So I guess I'm just gonna make a couple more passes this way. Maybe I'll get you set up over here. I cleared off what I could. I was mainly just trying to clear all the debris and get it so it's kind of a clean work area. And for the most part, I did that. I mean, just some close trees over there that eventually I'll have to cut. Now the real thing is going to be getting the line out there and seeing how big of a drop it takes. So then when I get the lumber, I know where to put it and how deep to put it. The only concern I have is this is the, I guess I don't know if it's called like crusher run with, it's unclean because it has all the powdered with it. So I'm concerned when I run a compactor over it, they say that this stuff can pack pretty tight and almost, I mean, tight enough to where it's going to hold water. So hopefully I can at least still get like a couple inches of the 57 clean that water drains through. And so the water will hopefully drain through the 4 inches of stone that I'm going to put down. And then if it hits here and doesn't drain through, I think it's sloped to where maybe the water will run to the back corner or off either of these edges. I think it'll be okay. We're just gonna have to see what happens when I add the stone, or figure out when I get the lumber and the framing around this gravel pad, and we'll figure out what it looks like. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. All right, so I picked up some more 4x6 lumber for the. Yeah, it's been there. Oh, she's bouncing. For the sidewalls, so I have a total of 11 4x6 by 12, and then 8 4x6 by 8. And then from, hold on, Finley. And then from Harbor Freight, I picked up this 6-foot level and this 1/2-inch auger bit to hammer with some rebar that I got as well to stake them in, and some 6-inch screws to tie the beams together. So I'll set it up here, and I'm gonna start. I think I'll bring the mini excavator over here with the ripper tooth, and I'm just gonna start ripping from this corner, and I think I'll bring it in, or have it roughly like 1 inch deep here, and then I'll have to slowly bring it up, and I have a paper drawn out to where I think I'm gonna put an 8-foot section here before it has to stack up to the next 12-foot, but you'll see all that in the time lapse. And meanwhile, she'll be playing here and balancing on her bike. Finley, did you say you wanted to ride across it?
Yeah.
See if you can get your bike up there. Careful. All right, don't run off the edge. Watch out. All right, see you guys. All right, so we are headed back to the lot again to start working. The past couple times I've been recording, one of them, it ran out after an hour or so, so I'll be able to explain what I did when I get up there this time. So I really like this Harbor Freight heavy duty wagon I got. It works great because it's just a little short distance, but I'm able to carry all my tools and everything I need in it. I feel like I have a little commercial going for Harbor Freight because all these Bauer tools, this level, Pittsburgh, was bought from Harbor Freight. This level, 72-inch level, it was $19.99 from Harbor Freight, and the same length level was going for $60 to $80 at Lowe's and Home Depot. But yeah, so let's see what we're walking up on. Here's the pad and what I've been doing. Hit that screen. All right, so we got the start of the 4x6 post dug in. The first one's leveled. Now there's this one over here on this right side over here that I need to screw in. I think it was a little bit warped. So when I screw it in, it'll pull this side down some. As you can see, it has a gap there at the bottom that I'll be able to screw it down. But so this, as far as it goes, this is a very real solid now. And I wanted to get so that there's going to be one more layer on top of it, and then I'll be able to hit it, drill some pilot holes for some rebar stakes. So this bottom one here, when I was digging with the excavator, it started getting off, going to the left, not following the line. So I was able to take this longer 12-foot section, and I just kind of kicked it over a little bit so it's not sitting directly on the bottom one, as you can see here. But I think it'll be, let's see if I can get out. So the wood's right here, you can see it's off just about, I guess, half an inch at the biggest, but should be okay, because then the rest of this is just setting on the gravel anyways. This one I ensured to try to get real straight, and I still have to drill in that piece. But yeah, everything's level, everything's coming together. We'll run one more top layer over here, and then I could start hammering in the stakes. All right. Okay, so I'll do a little close-up now of what I did. Basically, called them the lap joints, so 4x6 cut out a block, half of that, half of this, so they overlap here. So now I'm excited. I'll get these, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill 1/2-inch holes straight through all this, and hammer a rebar stake in there to anchor the corners. And then I'll be able to go by and anchor a rebar stake, you know, every 4 foot or whatever, you know, whatever I think. All right, so I had to go get my drill for this 1/2 inch. I think it's like 17 inches long. It'll be able to drill all the way down. But I just got to make sure I drill it straight.
If I could do this one over again, I would get a corded drill. The battery operated drill just struggled making that deep of a hole, and I think with the corded drill it'd make it a lot easier.
So I haven't recorded it much, but I've been driving in some rebar. You can tell this one I was tired and started hitting over. But I've been trying to drive in the rebar, at least get two rebar ground rods into each shorter piece. And then on some of these longer pieces, I've put 3 in there. Also, another thing I added was this, they call it a dead man's brace. So basically I got a 4x6 here on the bottom, and then screwed it into this one, so this is attached here. And then I came from the outside and hit this with 2 screws and attached it there. And then I used a lot of this extra gravel here and put it in there and used my tamper and tamped it down, so it's real solid now with this brace. And then with the rebar, and then all the rock that I had cleared that way, I used the Mini X and pushed it all against it and then tamped it again. I was thinking of doing one more of these braces, doing it right here and hitting to this wall. And then I think I will take the rest of the wood here and take it back to Home Depot to return it.
Alright, for the next upload, I hope to have the rock being delivered. Spreading it with the Mini X, using a plate compactor from Home Depot that I rent, and hopefully then the shed being delivered and installed. But that'll be a couple months from now. Still have to go through the permitting office to get that all approved. We'll see you then.